Had a tuna salad sandwich for lunch. Pretty good. How important is story for me in Spire 2? Not very. When it comes to a roguelite, a game like this where you're going to play it hundreds or even thousands of times, the story sort of fades into the background after the first couple of playthroughs and quickly becomes an annoyance if it takes up a lot of playtime. Like there are dialogues you have to skip and such. So, at least for the rogue format, I do really prefer when the story takes a backseat to the gameplay. Yeah, we're on Baylor A20, I believe. Upgrade 6 max health, lose 6 max health for remove 2. Or boss swap. We're fighting the Guardian. We get lots of rest sites in Act 1. This path in particular is loaded. Could even skip the first elite if we don't feel comfortable. This path, marked in green, is extra good. Even gets a shop at the very end. That's a very good path. Is there any other path that looks vaguely reasonable? Do 3 elites with the Burning Elite? That seems ambitious. If I had a starting bonus with more immediate power, I would consider it, but remove 2 is not that. Does my stance on stories and roguelites apply to Hades as well? No, Hades does it in a very different way, where even though you're resetting the gameplay state each time, you're not resetting the story state. And so you have this overall progressing linear story paired with the repetitive resetting roguelite gameplay loop. It's pretty cool, actually. The key there is that, though, that you're not experiencing the same story repeatedly. The story itself isn't part of roguelite gameplay loop, not directly. Yeah, you could even say that the story is done in a meta-progression style for Hades 2, and I think that's a really good way to do it. Okay, I think a remove 2 start could be pretty good here, actually. Lose 1 strike and 1 defend. I often say that Silent has too many starter cards. Let's see what happens without them. 4 strikes and 4 defends. It's like we're a Watcher deck. Have I played any Souls games? Just a few. Yeah, just a few. No, I have played all of the Souls games. And I'm very excited for the DLC release for Elden Ring coming up soon. Should be pretty fun. I'm going to be making a new character for the DLC. How did I enjoy Sekiro? I thought it was about 7 out of 10. I don't think I loved it quite as much as some others. Swordplay is really well done. Liked the addition of the jump button overall. I'm not a fan of stealth or sneaking around in general. And I take off a full point for too many damn Mibu balloons. Unacceptable. Bloodborne I was not able to get all the way through. I played it twice, and I lost interest twice. Demon Souls I've played a few times. That was my first From Software RPG. Backstab or setup? What do you do? What do you do? Dark Souls is one of my favorite games of all time. I've played Dark Souls a ton. And I hold it as a masterpiece, generally speaking. Even though it does have weak points. Lies of P I have not played. What do I think made me lose interest in Bloodborne? The catacombs, the whole thing, or whatever the infinitely replayable dungeon mode is. I think it's called the catacombs. Chalice dungeons. That's right. Yeah, chalice dungeons. Yeah, thoroughly blah for me. The fact that you had to interact with them to win, not a whole lot, but you do have to go through them to finish Bloodborne, and that was not great. I also thought that the catacombs in Elden Ring are among its weakest content, too. Top 5-ish games of all time. Well, Slay the Spire, of course. Probably Dark Souls. Baldur's Gate 2. Civilization 5. What else would I name? There's a lot of RPGs I could name. Morrowind. Oh, XCOM, of course, XCOM. Yeah, definitely XCOM. Of course. I need a real damage card game. What if I just take an acro? Would I ever go back and stream more XCOM? I would consider it. Especially in a world where I didn't have to worry about how many people wanted to watch that, and I could just do it purely for my own interest. Will I play Civ 7 when it comes out? Definitely. I'll give it a try, for sure. Let's take acrobatics here. Acro might be a little bit iffy, but I think it's good. How did the seed of the week go? Glorious victory was had. Oh no. What are these card rewards? Terrible. I guess we can probably rule out the elite here. Do I think the influx of popular streamers to Spire 2 will be a good thing for the community? I think so. I think that's how Spire 1 got its community in the first place. So, more of it is pretty good. So do we take the finisher? That is the question. Kind of a desperate pick. But desperate times call for desperate measures and all that. I don't think a second acrobatics is good. I could take the dodge and roll. And then upgrade it. Oh, I really like that, actually. We're going to have a lot of upgrades headed our way, and I think this card generates a lot of value if you can give it that free upgrade. It's going to be very helpful in the Guardian fight as well. So rather than taking the unreliable damage card, let's take the reliable block card and see how that goes for us. What I'm not going to do is take the curse for the money, though. We have already a damage deficit. This puts us in a serious damage deficit. And then we could run into real trouble if we get a particularly nasty combat in the next floor. Disagree. At what stage of this game's development did I start playing? I first played Spire pretty early into the early access release. First month or two. At that time, there was just the Silent and the Ironclad. No Ascension levels. A lot less relics and things. It shouldn't be too bad a fight. Okay, discard the dodge. Very smooth fight. So, how about this slice? I need damage. Badly. So, take the slice. I guess. We already have the acrobatics, which makes it better. Backflip would make it even betterer. Wow, we gotta take the slice first. I'm cool with this. Honestly, with Guardian as the act boss and optional elites, I'm cool with these card rewards. If we had to fight an elite, or if I was facing Slime Boss later, I'd be scared pantsless right now, but I'm not. I think we're fine. Probably. Fine. Anyway. There's no way I can take this elite, right? No, that's just crazy. This elite is suicide. This one, maybe less so. We get 3 upgrades for this elite. We can do that. Probably upgrade Neutralize, Slice, and Dodge and Roll. Let's start with Dodge and Roll. I really don't want to upgrade the Slice unless I really have to. You 3, give me a better damage card. Please and thank you. Strike, strike, defend. Yeah. Okay, a potion's good. A better damage card? Question mark. Or another slice. I guess I'll take a quick slash. It does upgrade for +4. Eh? Eh? We really are doomed, they say. Oh no. Help? Feels bad. And Dreamcatcher. Oh no, an ill omen. I think I'm going to skip that. I actually do not anticipate resting during this act, so I'm going to skip that. Going to upgrade Slice. Good luck to us. You know, I don't completely hate the cards we have. And it's not a Gremlin Knob. That's already a good start. I'm going to use the Power Potion. Fumes are quite good here. So is Infinite Blades. Blades would just be 4, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, nothing. Fumes is better than that, surely? Yeah, Fumes is better than that. If I wake up now, we can play the Dodge and Roll. I don't think I want to yet. I want the extra turn of Poison. Dang it. Draw that again. Decent time to consider the Forge Potion. Or the Chaos Potion, rather. Let's do it. Dodge roll was a good hit. Just block. Okay. We've gotten all the way up to 5 poison. The power? Pretty good fight, actually. Took almost no damage. It only cost us 2 potions. We get a blood vial for healing. We get an after image or another backstab. After image is kind of cool, though. I like it. When we play a card, gain 1 block. And now I can upgrade Neutralize. Oh dear. Part of the reason this is actually working, by the way, is that we're down 2 starter cards. We have -1 strike and -1 defend, don't forget. So we're able to draw into the few upgraded cards that we do have a lot more frequently. Could upgrade Backstab next. I'm actually hoping to upgrade a card I get from either this fight or the shop. I think that would be better. Perfect fight. Get a power potion back. Terror is here. Okay. That's going to make Quick Slash do quite a bit of damage. Blur and Deflect are also half decent, but not as half decent as Terror. And Well-Laid Plans. And Grand Finale? Question mark. I've already got a draw 3 and a draw 1 and the Well-Laid Plans. Am I a Quick Slash fan now? I wouldn't put it like that. I would not put it like that. Akabeko is good for some upfront damage. That is a powerful finale. Only problem with finale is not being able to remove a card. Let's buy the plans. So 239. Wait. Can I do finale remove? Because I'm down. Ironclad George. Did you hear about the Silent who opened up a fish-themed brewery? She's serving up her famous Grand Fin Ale. Let's go. We just upgrade the plan, summon the pyramid. Summon the pyramid. Maybe hold on to this, so if I draw a terror, I can play it with more damage. Let's do that. Also blocks one with after image, too. It's not going to be enough to transform, though, right? Ow. But my face, though. It's fine. Hit points are spare. Perfect. Grand finale. For a casual 75. Can you sneak in the grand finale during the animation there? I don't believe so. I don't think you can pull that off. It's a fun question, though. Alright, GG Guardian. At the start of an amazing grand finale deck here. You'd love to see that. Add Phantasmal Killer for maximum overdamage. That is a big improvement to our damage output. Quick Slash can deal 36. Grand Finale can do 150. And with an upgrade, it's a zero-cost skill. That's a very good pickup here. Tools is also not bad for helping us cycle through the deck a bit more quickly. I think I prefer the killer here. Tools should make Finale easier to play, but you do have to remember the tools. If you forget that your base draw becomes 6, you'll miscalculate. That can be quite a bit of trouble. No pyramid. Remove 2 sounds great, though. Or we could just go 1 more draw per turn with Ring of the Serpent. But no, with the Grand Finale deck, you just want remove, remove, remove. And removing 2 strikes here is huge with the Empty Cage. Absolutely huge. So we want to do that. For sure. Don't feel very confident with Black Star. Strikes don't even deal any real damage. If only I had confidence that we'd have enough money at this shop to remove. I would love to do that. I can go to this shop, though. I think avoiding elites is probably a reasonable pick here. We'd love to get more upgrades. Upgrade Acrobatics, upgrade Phantasmal Killer, upgrade Grand Finale, upgrade Terror even. Our remove cost is currently 100. Can Mayhem or Distilled Chaos bypass the condition on Grand Finale? No. You still have to have no cards in the draw pile to play it. Would I pick up a second Finale? I don't think so. I would rather have a backflip and a calculated gamble at this time. Upgrades are like an energy relic. That's right. They sure are. All right. We can make this work, though. Yeah, we can make this work. After image, acrobatics. Then I can do Phantasmal Killer. Keep Quick Slash Grand Finale. $36. $150. Get blapped. Okay, Piercing Wail is good, though. Get in here. I'm going to lose the Power Potion, I think. Yeah, the Power Potion. Keep the Explosive Pot for a multi-enemy fight, or the Blessing of the Forge to help out with a tough situation. Turn my back on second Quick Slash. It's true. I also just made it impossible to line up the finale this cycle by adding a card to my deck. Questionable. A questionable choice, to be sure. Honestly, not sure why I held on to it if I know it won't work. Okay. No acro from me, huh? It's going almost well.
Oh.
The power of Slice. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We get an Entropic Brew, so I even don't feel bad about using the potion. Distraction Plus. Now that's cute, but I don't think it's good in a finale deck. Normally, with an afterimage, I would probably click on this card. It's just 2 block for 0, at minimum, usually. But it has to be better than that to fit into this deck, so no. No thank you. And this is why you take the Piercing Wail. This fight right here. Perfecto.
Oh.
Yeah, it almost looks like you're allowed to play it briefly there, huh? Almost. Okay, just hold on to the damage. Set up a triple damage turn. Keep this. This? Should be enough, right? Yeah. That was a good fight. Healed for 2 against Snake Plant. Second Piercing Wail. I don't have enough discard for Eviscerate to be good. No, I don't. Alright, give me one more Piercing Well. That should be at least enough cards that we can maybe, line up the Grand Finale now. It's a very small relic bar, but it's not about how many relics you have. It's about what they do. About what the deck does. And it's the deck that's going to put in all the work here for this run, hopefully. Anyway. Concerning. Yeah, we had the 0 cards in draw pile. We just didn't have the finale in hand because of the draw order that time. Ow. Crap. Well, this is bad. Had to both attack me, huh? Bummer. Could drink the Entropic Brew. I don't love that idea. No, I don't like that idea very much. Seems kind of trash. Yeah. That's more like it. Good. Let's take some events. Events could be anything. They could be free money. They could be card removes. Not exactly free money, but I will take 50 gold, making that shop we're coming up on a little bit better here. This is not what I was hoping for. This fight could really hurt. Death you die. Could be bad. Thank you for not killing me. Okay, not too bad. Still pretty bad, but not too bad. We have no debuffs on this turn. We're fine. Totally fine. Okay. If we'd gotten attack for 31 on that one turn, things could have been a lot worse. Quick slash. Go. No, wait. Grand finale. Even better. Deal all the damage. There's backflip at long last. Backflip is here. I think we want backflip over another acrobatics. It draws one fewer card, but that's actually kind of the point. We want cards that draw different numbers of cards. That way, no matter how many cards are in or not in the draw pile, I have a way to get all of them into my hand. Hey there, ASO. Grats on the first A20 win. Well done. Ornamental Fan will provide block sometimes. Not bad, not bad. Don't feel like we should be fighting any elites right now. I just, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, one Calc Gamble would go really hard. Thinking about upgrading acrobatics. Let's do that. Although terrors are really good. Let's get the terror first. This needs to be free. We're struggling on 3 base energy currently. Duplicate a card in your deck. Huh. Well-laid plans? Question mark. Not only do we get the plans earlier more often, but we can retain 4, allowing us to shuffle through the deck more quickly. Kind of like that. Second well-laid plans. Let's do that. Yeah, then we get offered a pyramid. Of course. Had I upgraded the backflip or the acrobatics, that would be a no-brainer dupe, but without an upgrade, I'm not so sure about any of that. Definitely want to remove a card here. I admit the Preserved Insect is a bit tempting. Dark Shackles are pretty good. Is having more than one finale actually good? It definitely can be. I think it's often better to simply draw the one finale that you have more often. But 2 finales can be good. It definitely can be. Let's take a Shackles. I think I might rest for safety. Although not before upgrading Grand Finale. We'll be fine. Probably. Surely we will be fine. Cool. Cost 3, you say? How rude. No way. What's the trick to making a finale deck work, says Youngblood. You need 2 things. Firstly, you need a way to retain cards, well-laid plans, or the Runic Pyramid. Secondly, you need cards that draw different numbers of cards. So we've got to draw 3, we've got to draw 2, and we've got to draw 1. Having variability in your draw is kind of required. There's some other more unusual ways to achieve that, like setup or... Let's rest here. Or some other stuff. We don't need to worry about that too much, thankfully. No well-laid plans, huh? Alrighty then. Get rid of these cards. They are stealing from the draw pile. Oh, crap. That's not good. Thank goodness. Okay, that actually worked out really well then, because I can quick slash Grand Finale, get my stuff back. Whew! Here, I was worried we'd have to kill this orb to get the finale, but we're fine. Saved by the orb. Thank you. Could have duped it there. It's true. Don't think we need to do that, though. I think we're now in very good shape. Yeah, from a fresh shuffle, there's only 4 cards in the draw pile now. Absurd. GG. We obliterate the second boss. We've had first finale, yes, but what about malaise? Another way to reduce enemy strength, to really shut down our attackers. Feels like the last piece of the puzzle that we want. Another exhaust card, too, so it doesn't really thicken the deck. Once we play all these one-time use cards, we can get back to the finale very quickly. So I'm going to take that malaise, and... Looks like a good Sozu, actually. Just have to drink the Entropic Brew. Don't really want the Runic Dome. Dome with 2 Piercing Whales and Dark Shackles and Malaise. That seems tough. Snekowai with Grand Finale, unreliable. How good is Skip here? Not that good, because we do really appreciate more energy. Trying to do the rest of the run on 3 energy would be very hard. So what I'm going to do is drink the Entropic Brew now. If I pick up Sozu and then we drink the Entropic Brew does nothing. But I'm allowed to drink it first, get this Energy Potion, and then with Energy Potion, Dupe Potion, we can take the Sozu. We can say no new potions for the rest of the run, just use these 2 in the final act. By the way, good luck with the Burning Elite. I'm sure it's fine. Who's that? Concerning. Actually, I do find that somewhat concerning. I'm going to draw back into those burns real quick now. Ow. Why is this going so badly? Probably because I have no damage that isn't the finale? Kind of spooky. Definitely want another source of draw. Prepared is not quite it. Yeah, imagine if there was 2 Orb Walkers. Let's not. Let's not. Just imagine how many Darklings there could be. Just imagine. No. Terrible. Ouch. This is looking bad. Only 2 floors into Act 3, we're already dead, pretty much. It's really not good. Don't have quite enough draw, is the main problem here. Just the 1 acro and the 1 backflip is not cutting it, with all the added defense cards I've put in. We have too many dead draws. The second well-laid plans is definitely hurting us in the first turns, too. So that's concerning. We can improve our draw slightly with an upgraded acrobatics. I guess I'll do that, but I have a hard time imagining we can get a whole lot further here. Okay, backflip reflex, maybe. Or just another remove. Remove is very good. I'm going to believe in the remove. And we can transform a card, any card. Any card at all. Defend. You are now... Sneaky Strike. That's better damage, I guess. Maybe I can make this work. Cards. Good. Play this. Keep the rest. If I could have double finale'd with a different play there. This is pretty good, though. We can survive our dodge and roll. That's pretty good. Take 0 on this turn. Keep all 3 of these. Think a bit more carefully about this turn. Okay, 4 cards in the draw pile. Seems pretty straightforward, though, right? We play acrobatics. But wait. I gotta play 1 card before acro. Do Phantasmal Acrobatics. It's 3. I may be able to double finale here. Let's go finale backflip. The draw pile at the time. 2 cards in the draw pile. We want a quick slash to figure out what we're drawing. Get acro, and we do. Then we can win immediately. Is that true? No, because there's no room in hand. I see. Yeah, we should have played other stuff. If I had more room in my hand, I could play acrobatics, we draw back to the finale and play it again, but we ultimately have more than 10 real cards, is the problem. I see. Still, we can block quite well. Taking just a little bit here. No need to potion, right? We take 1. Not necessary. Yeah. There we go. The giant head was no problem. No problem at all. Do I dare fight another elite? Interesting problem. Probably not without resting, at least. I think resting is good. I don't feel like we have any upgrades that are amazing. We could upgrade backflip or malaise. It's kind of whatever. Snake Lady seems scary. She does, though. So does Nemesis, actually. Maybe to that end, we don't fight any more elites than necessary. Kind of cool with that. I think we rest either way. How am I meant to block hearts? Mysterious. Let's start with blocking spikers. Terrifying. Why they so angy, though? Why are you all so aggro? 40 damage on turn 1. Dead on board, currently. Terrifying. Okay, take 1. No plans, though. I don't know if I like that part. Means I get exploded, right? Concerning. Very concerning. I'm going to die. Maybe I had to set up for a finale on this turn? Maybe. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Damn. Dupe pot saves 30, but loses the dupe pot for the rest of the run. Tough. It's tough. I think I'd rather just take 30, I'm going to be honest. Ow. But my... Oh, I don't have plans? Heck. Yeah, I definitely had to play plans. Spooky. Spikes are getting pretty big, too. Yeah, what if we finale now? Well, then it'll be the grandest finale of all. That's what. It will be very grand indeed. Same problem as before. Too many real cards in this deck. Concerning. We could just use the quick slash here. Slowly whittle them down. That actually seems more reasonable than trying to finale in this fight. Wait, math? Math. Math is hard. 15 is the number. Gotta say, the dodge and roll has worked out really well for us overall. Act 1 pick. There we go. Definitely could have done that fight a bit better, but here we are. With an ink bottle. That's card draw. That's power, is what that is. Don't fight the Reptomancer. Do kill the Exploder before it explodes. That's the lesson I learned today. Kill the Exploder before it explodes. Funny how that works. Wait, you're adding cards to my draw pile. Thanks? Go with thanks, I think. I play enough cards. I can play 3 more this turn. Then I'd have to play 4. Cannot do that. Well, that's a bit of garbage. But well. Needed medical kit. Medical kit would have saved us. Heck yeah, backflip. The third. But where card draw? That might count. Although I have relatively limited discard options, it's still card draw. Caltrops is a way to deal damage. That's not wrong either. Is a remove just better? I don't think so. Not in this case, because we can hopefully do both. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Running out of real block cards. We could lose the Sneaky Strike. Could this deck use the tools of the trade? Definitely. Slice's time has come? No, I'd rather remove the Sneaky Strike than the Slice. Could also save our money. Eh. See you later, Sneaky Strike. I Oof. Hell no. We've been over what these two will do to us. It's not going to be pretty. I'm not even sure we're going to make it through the Act 3 bosses, honestly. I'm going to see, though. We will see. Maybe here. Yeah, if I just draw a lot of cards. Perfect. Yeah, at least we didn't have to fight the transient. That would have been difficult. Already weakened. That remove made quite a big difference, though. I still would think we have one or two too many cards at this time. What about another backflip? Yeah, we should take that. Alright, we recall and we go forth into the Act 3 bosses. Seems like a hard time from here. Seems like this will be rather tough. Okay, there's a Will-Aid plans. Definitely play that. That's required. I think Dodge and Roll is also probably required. Terror just has to remove Artifact here. Might be correct to kill Dekka first. I think they both die very quickly. Very close to the same time, so I don't think it matters too much. Flip Quick Slash lets me finale next turn, but is that going to cut it? No idea. Okay. Actually... not bad. Keep the shackles. You have 3 artifact, though. What the heck do I do against that? Spooky. Finale for the win next turn, so we just block as hard as we can. Take a little bit more. We do live, though. That's pretty good. I'll take it. $16 health for the second boss. Who is the Awakened one? Maybe this will work after all. At least better than Time Eater? Yeah, true. Oh, and gotta keep the grand finale too. This is tough, actually. Guess I'd better backflip now, then. Where are you? This would be the time to consider an energy potion. Clipless Grenade, thanks for 8 months of support. You're welcome for 8 months of coziness. Most assuredly you are. Yeah, 2 energy malaise is pretty good here. I'm gonna do it. The perfect block after all. Then we keep Finale Piercing Well. Wait, ink bottle. Oh crap. Freaking ink bottle, man. Okay, we just have to play Finale first. That's fine. Good. No, this. Keep Nelly backflip. Although quick slash probably just kills, right? Hold on. Just to play that. There we go. Kill it, play both powers. Resetting strength with shackles might have been semi-wise. We didn't do that. There's only 2 strength anyway. Grand finale. Again. Multiple finales per turn is where we want to be for the end game of this deck. Looks like we're not quite cutting it, but some chances here. And then ink bottle setup for next act is pretty important here. Grand finale. Hey, we made it. We survived. We even kept a potion. That's kind of cool. Two thump, two thump, two thump. A deep pulsing dread could be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the Spire? Deal 1818, an old-timey year. Is this the source of this low relic count? Definitely not your usual sort of deck. Dang, I'd love to upgrade Malaise here, but 12 hit points. Well, actually 10 hit points. 10 hit points from resting is kind of a big deal here. Jonas Incarnate. You hear about the guy from Kentucky who tried to become a mime? He had a severe speech withdrawal. Oof. Yeah, I don't actually see how he ever beat Heart, though. We can block the multi-hits, but that 67 damage attack is just going to kill us. Seems bad. Maybe if we get a Wraith form from the Shield and Spear or something. But realistically, I expect to die on turn 3 of Heart. Pretty much no matter what happens. Unless we die earlier, such as from these two. Seems bad. When Malaise him. Malaise does seem good, reducing next turn's damage. Take a bunch, take a bunch. That means we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. To Heart here, but we do get through this fight, I guess. Yeah, we're super dead. Let's try this. It's a lot less damage than I would have thought, actually. Doesn't look like we prevailed, though, right? This a turn gets us. Still, no, I don't even have anything to backflip into. What am I doing? Doesn't matter. So toast. Yeah, we are so toast. Good run, though. Very good run. Maybe die? No, you don't want to die? You don't want to die. Sounds hard. Currently set up to full block next turn, or to kill with Finale next turn. I think even more, though, huh? Ah. If you die. It's a shame. This deck came so close to having enough to get through, but it's definitely not good enough. Got a way to block the Heart here at the end. We have 0 chance of surviving turn 3. Getting here, though, yes. Getting to the Heart at all is pretty impressive. GG. We die. But it was a good try. It was definitely a good try. GG. Struggle bus breaks down just before getting all the way home. The Heart just hits you. Yeah, with no dexterity, there's no way to survive the big hit here. In this deck, we needed a panic button or a ghost in a jar or a wraith form or something like that, but the odds were stacked against us, especially after getting Sozu. GG. Fun run, though. Yeah, Lizard Tail or Fairy in a Bottle would have also been maybe sufficient. Problem is, if we survived the first big hit from the heart, I think we died at the second one. Really just didn't have a comprehensive block plan there. We hit a bunch of Piercing Whales, but that's not enough on its own. Good try, though. Good try. In hindsight, how do I feel about the duplication event? I should have upgraded Backflip or Acrobatics beforehand. Is what I should have done. It was here, Duplicator? Yeah. Second Acro would have made a big difference. Calculated Gamble would have made a big difference, too, in this deck, which we were not able to find. Outside of a deliberate challenge run, yeah, that's definitely my lowest relics into Act 4 ever, probably. Only 8 relics would have been a crazy way to beat A20. What about duping After Image instead? That's not enough. No, that's not even close to enough. After Image was not a good card in this deck. I think the deck is better off without it. It's only 3 or 4 block per turn, usually. So it's pretty bad. Any relic that would have saved the whole run? Incense Burner might have been able to do it. Maybe. Burner's probably the only thing that could have saved the damage in the Shield and Spear fight and the Corrupt Heart fight. It's hard to imagine anything else. Tactician Plus, Gamble Plus, and Reflex Plus. It's that easy. It's that easy. Oh, wow, that was a great run. I don't feel bad about taking the low elite count in Act 1 and Act 2 with the finale. I would do that again. I would try this approach again, as it almost worked. Are we doing another? Now, we're going to play some Zillions now. We're going to space. Before we do that, Twitch chat, I am going to take a quick break, refill the leg, stretch the water. Upon my return in a few minutes, we're going to play some Zillions. BRB.